Morning, Delphus Trinity, and my friends from all over the world and from the areas here surrounding the church. Hope everyone is doing well on this. What is this? Tuesday morning, February 25th, 2025. The snow is melting. Now it's just raining out there, but it's getting a little bit warmer. Excuse me. I think we're headed towards spring, but as you know, sometimes we'll get those late freezes and snows, but we'll see what the weather has in store for us. Punxsutawney Phil was definitely right, I think. 6 more weeks of winter this year. So here we are, and I got to share a story about something that's happened this week, someone in my life that I want to talk about a little bit. As I was growing up, we moved when I was very young from Canton, Ohio to Gaffney, South Carolina, and it was a very huge change. It was a culture shock for a young guy in the we won't mention what decade that was. And but when I got down there, there was so much to adjust to, but there were other people who had come down from Ohio because of this company that my dad worked for. And I met a young man who was my age who became my friend, who became my rival, who became somebody that I really respected a lot. We became rivals on an academic standpoint. I can still remember the day after we'd taken our SATs and the scores came in the mail, which it did back in those days. And he called me up on the phone at my house wanting to know what scores we were got. And he told me what his were. And I told him what mine were. And the string of profanities that came out of his mouth because my score was higher than his was really something to behold. And we had this battle all the time from an academic standpoint. And Michael was absolutely brilliant. And he was a unique character, and he was not a believer at all. And yet, every time, there were a couple times I got to preach when I was young. There were times when he and I would just sit and talk. And whenever it came to matters of faith, he and I would talk and talk and talk. And he always wanted to learn, and he was always very supportive of me. Now, the last time I saw him was in 1988. He'd gone off to the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, just a brilliant, brilliant person. And he went there, and I was up in Boston for some event. It was volleyball related or something. I don't remember. And he greeted me. I was on public transport there, and I came off, and this guy comes over with this huge beard, which he had it at times in high school also. And he just came over and hugged me, and it was the greatest hug. And we just had a good time together that night. I can remember every bit of the conversation. I didn't know at the time that that meeting in 1988 would be the last time I'd ever see him. Somewhere in the late 90s, early 2000s, he just fell off the grid completely. And in a world of social media like it is today, and someone as brilliant as him, for him to just not be able to be found, no matter how we looked, was really interesting. And as reunions would come up, people would look for him every year. And I have one friend in particular, she would always search for him because she always wondered, and we couldn't find anything. After about 2003, there's just no records of him. Sunday morning on the way to church, she texted me and she said, I found him. She said, there's no obituary, there's nothing, but he died in December of 2023. And later Sunday and even yesterday, I looked into it and I researched it and I confirmed that Michael died in 2023. And I'm just sad. I'm sad for so many reasons. I'm sad that this great friendship that we had, that I never got to see him again. I'm sad that I don't know if and when he ever came to a point of faith. I'm sad that we just didn't get a chance to have a talk, and I'm sad that we didn't know what happened to him because he was part of who we were and what we were. And there's so many lessons to pull from this about the time that we have here and the opportunities that we have here. And I don't want us to miss those. I don't want us to miss the fact that those who are around us, when we have the chance to love them, we must love them well. As we've been talking on Sunday mornings, Jesus says it all comes down to this: love God, love people. And we've got to love people well. And we can get into all the details of what love means, but it's just a reminder from me to you today that those you do have in your life, hold on to, love them, love them well. And if there is somebody from your past that you need to make amends with, that you just want to hear from again, whatever it may be, just do it. Just do it. Excuse me, folks. Okay, a couple things coming up around here. Obviously, worship this Sunday. We're going to continue our series, Passion, Following Jesus. We're going into the 14th chapter of Mark's Gospel. It's an incredible story of Mary coming and preparing Jesus for what is coming in the next few days. So join us for that story. Bible study. We had a great turnout last week at our Bible study, and I know a few more people who've told me they're coming this week. I know a couple who were here last week who couldn't come. At our 3rd Street location, Saturday morning, 8:45, Characters and Scoundrels. We're going to be taking a look, as I said Sunday, at Ruth, Samson, and Delilah. So come and join us for that. Breakfast starts at 8:45, and we'll be here till about 11:30. So I look forward to seeing you here for that. Also, church members and, well, actually, whole community. March 16th, there's a euchre tournament we're going to host at the Family Life Center. Laura and Clay are putting that together for us. So sign up for that. Come be part of it. It's our 2nd annual, so we would love to have you there for that. And finally, I mentioned this last Sunday, membership. If you have any interest in becoming a member of the church, we're going to offer some membership classes probably sometime in March. I'll let you know the exact dates as soon as I can square this down, but I know I've got 5 or 6 people who've already told me they'd like to come to that. We would love to have you come and be part of that class. Just let me know. You can respond to this message, or you can just tell me on Sunday morning, or email me, Dr. Dave at delphistrinity.org. We would love to talk with you about membership. All right. Thank you for letting me go on a little bit this morning. I hope and pray you have a blessed day. I'm excited about today. I get to go tonight to a little concert up in Bryan, the Hall Sisters. If you're free, go see them. I met the girls this past year, and they were at Dollywood, where my father works, and spent some time with them. And we're going to go up tonight and listen to them perform. And I'm sure there's still tickets available if you'd like to join us there. That's my plug for them. I hope you have a blessed and wonderful week. God bless you, and we'll see you soon. Sunday, 10 a.m. See you there.